Good evening from Toyota Center. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, yes, we are ready for takeoff.
And Ed, the Rockets are flying high. If they keep feeding the beard or feeding the streets, either way, this is a lethal backcourt.
It's been a launching pad for threes and so much more. Let's get ready for the tip. The Suns control the tap. To Mikal Bridges. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Westbrook. Gordon, defended by the lefty Oubre. To Harden. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker matched up with Harden. To Mikal Bridges. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Harden to Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. To Westbrook.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Won't go down. Booker with it. Lead is 2. Has a chance. Booker shot off the mark. Westbrook with it. He'll run the offense. Doesn't get the bounce.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Booker on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Clint Capella tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Here's Rubio into the front court. Up 5. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Devin Booker trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. To P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Goes to the left side. They work it to Capella. Down low. Clint Capella. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rubio into the front court. 10-4 is the score. Trying to cash in. Booker's shot, no good. Clint Capella rejects it. Russell Westbrook sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Houston takes over. Tucker. To Westbrook. Out of bounds. Last touch by Russell Westbrook. Into the front court. It's Booker. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Rubio, defended by Eric Gordon.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
To Mikal Bridges. Runner's good there.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Harden into the front court. Down 8. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Long heave from 3/4 court. First quarter's complete. The Suns have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gordon with it. Margins 8. To Westbrook. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. To Booker. Mikal Bridges. The pass set it all up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gordon up against Oubre. Goes to the right side. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Oubre to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker matched up with Harden. It's Westbrook with the board. Gordon with it. Right now, down 7. To Harden. Fires the 3 with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Gets it in the left corner. Rubio. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Harden with it up top. 14-10 the score. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Rubio to Booker. To Rubio. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Rubio. It's Gordon with the rebound. Rockets in control of the basketball. Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Booker. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. James Harden swats it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Gordon with it. It's 14-12. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Rubio picked up by Westbrook. To Booker. Rubio to Booker. 5 seconds to shoot. Devin Booker and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Rubio. And the Rockets have the rebound. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Suns are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets have kept it close after 1 half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
I found it to be a refreshing first half of basketball. In the age of analytics and the 3-ball, it was nice to see guys battling for points in the paint.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Russell Westbrook did everything but score points in the first half. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down 3. To Harden. Curling inside. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out. Oubre, defended by Eric Gordon. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
And he'll head to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Misses the first.
It's all good.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Phoenix with it. Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Probing the defense. Oubre takes on Eric Gordon. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Rubio. Well defended, but Ricky Rubio takes his man for a ride and knocks it down.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Harden. Down low, Capella. Clint Capella. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Here's Rubio up top. Up by 3. To Mikal Bridges. Oubre. To Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. To Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Working hard on the glass. The follow won't go either.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
To Westbrook. Here comes the screen. It's Westbrook. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Oubre, defended by Eric Gordon. To Booker. Mikal Bridges. Has a look. Shot by Rubio, no good. Westbrook across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Tucker to Westbrook. To Capella. Rebound Oubre. Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 3. to Mikal Bridges. Rubio. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Harden. James Harden, 3 for 6 now.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Deep three at the buzzer. That quarter in the books. The Suns have the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Booker. Rebounded by Capella. Tucker guarded by Devin Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Houston with the basketball. Harden to Westbrook. Fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listened to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Booker. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Gordon, guarded by Kelly Oubre. To P.J. Tucker. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Booker with it. He'll run the offense. To Kelly Oubre. Rubio, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Oubre to Booker. Rubio. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
James Harden at the controls. To P.J. Tucker.
Hey, double screen.
Harden. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Clint Capella, huge block. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Gordon with it. The deficit now up to 5. Russell Westbrook guarded by Devin Booker. To Harden. Screen coming. Count the basket.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Phoenix has the ball. Rubio to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker, Harden's on him. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Westbrook with the basketball. They're down 3. To Harden. To Capella. Clint Capella. 4 out of 7.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And they'll foul their man intentionally. So the clock is stopped with 11 seconds to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3.
Still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Clint Capella. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
The assist from number 10, Eric Gordon.
Now they get the intentional foul. He's going to have to earn it at the line. 2 huge free throws in a 1-point game. Devin Booker at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
That misses with a second to go. It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one by 3. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns took this down to the wire before getting the win. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets just couldn't close this one out. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Ayton put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.